बोल श्री गजानन भगवान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। और शक्ति जगदम्बिका माता की जय। सब संतन की जय, सब भक्तन की जय। जय जय सीताराम, जय जय राधे श्याम। नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव शंभो। Once again, we extend a very courteous welcome to each and every one. We have gathered once more to celebrate this festive occasion of Shri Ganesh Mahotsava. As we dedicate ourselves and as we offer our hearts in loving devotion, may noble intentions come to us from all directions. Ano bhadra kratavo jantu vishwataha. Let us clasp our hands as we withdraw our thoughts from here and there and everywhere, focusing our minds upon the resplendent form of Shri Ganesha. May the energies of Shri Ganesha enter into our hearts, enter into our minds, and may our awareness expand and make consciousness uplift. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Guru Charanakamalabbhyo Namah. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitan Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sthavaram Jangamam Vyaptam Yena Kritstam Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Chidrupena Paridvyaptam Trailokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dhyanamoolam Gururmurti Poojamulam Gururpadam Mantramoolam Gururvakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Devaha Bhadram Pashemakshbhijajatra Sthirairangai Sastano Bhirbhyashemahi Devahitam Jadayuho. Om Swastena Indro Prithasravaha स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तरवक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् जय जय मैया लक्ष्मी जय गजवदन गणेश जय जय माता शारदे जय जय भारत देश। We offer ourselves in loving devotion to the Guru Parampara, the Guru disciplic tradition, the illuminaries of humanity from time immemorial. Let us offer ourselves in loving devotion as we glorify Guru Maharaj and the Guru Parampara. मेरे पूजा गुरु गोविंद गुरु मेरा पार ब्रह्म गुरु भगवंत गुरु मेरे पूजा गुरु गोविंद गुरु मेरा पार ब्रह्म गुरु भगवंत गुरु मेरे पूजा गुरु गोविंद गुरु मेरा पार ब्रह्म गुरु भगवंत गुरु मेरे पूजा गुरु है ब्रह्मा गुरु है विष्णु गुरु है देवो माहेश्वर गुरु है ब्रह्मा गुरु है विष्णु गुरु है देवो माहेश्वर गुरु है साक्षात पर ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः गुरु है ब्रह्मा गुरु है विष्णु गुरु है देवो माहेश्वर गुरु है साक्षात पर ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः गुरु मेरी पूजा गुरु गोविंद गुरु मेरा पार ब्रह्म गुरु भगवंत, गुरु मेरे पूजा गुरु गोविंद, गुरु मेरा पार ब्रह्म गुरु भगवंत, गुरु मेरे पूजा। बोलो श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। Once again, it is my privilege to extend a courteous welcome to each and everyone as we celebrate our annual Shri Ganesh Mahotsava. This being our 31st annual festival, we are indeed proud to be able to host this festival here at this wonderful venue, the Constantine Park, Macoya, Tunapuna. Every night our festival receives coverage from Sankhya television, so please tune in and enjoy. We are pleased to welcome honorable dignitaries or special guests, those who have been with us and all those who are new to our celebration. A gracious welcome to each and everyone. At this occasion tonight, I wish to acknowledge that each of us here has been chosen to be part of this festival. This is due to karmas. This is due to our mutual passion for the fulfillment of dharma, the dharma of humanity. These combined passion help us to unite the energies we create, and these energies in turn allow the achievement of such a magnificent, awe-inspiring, glorious and memorable Utsav, Ganesh Mahotsava. We ask the blessings of Bhagavan. May we be guided. May all be blessed. Once again, a warm welcome to each and everyone as we begin our 6th night of this celebration. Let us celebrate this festival that brings the world together. Let us celebrate this festival that is enjoyed by children throughout the world. Let us celebrate Ganesh Mahotsava that is loved by both children and elders. Let us glorify Lord Ganapati as we draw in the energies of Sri Ganesha whilst we meditate and have darshan of his resplendent form. Let us now focus our minds on this most beautiful, resplendent form, and through darshan, let us connect with our eyes. Let us connect through mantra, kirtan and bhajan as we bring within our hearts the energies of the many qualities as described. Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Shashivaranam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Badanam Dhyayet Sarvagno Pashantre. Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Nama Sri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Nama Ashtavinayak Namo Nama Ganapati Bappa Moria. Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Nama Sri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Nama Ashtavinayak Namo Nama Ganapati Bappa Moria. Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Nama Sri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Nama Ashtavinayak Namo Nama Ganapati Bappa Moria. Ganapataye Namo Namah, Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah, Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah, Ganapati Bappa Moriya. Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Namah, Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah, Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah, Ganapati Bappa Moriya. Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Namah, Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah, Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah, Ganapati Bappa Moriya. Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Namah, Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah, Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah, Ganapati Bappa Moriya. Om Gam Ganapataye Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah, Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah, Ganapati Bappa Moriya. Gam Ganapataye Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah, Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah, Ganapati Bappa Moriya. Om Gam Ganapataye Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah, Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah, Ganapati Bappa Moriya. Gam Ganapataye Namo Namah, Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah, Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah, Ganapati Bappa Moriya. Gam Ganapataye Namo Namah, Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah, Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah, Ganapati Bappa Moriya. Gam Ganapataye Namo Namah, Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah, Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah, Ganapati Bappa. Gam Ganapataye Namo Namah, Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah, Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah, Ganapati Bappa Moriya. Gam Ganapataye Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah, Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah, Ganapati Bappa Moriya. Let us focus our mind once again on the resplendent form of Sri Ganesha through darshan and sparshan, by allowing the energies of Sri Ganesha and his many qualities to emanate through the power of vision. We gaze upon this resplendent form and we allow the energies to enter through our eyes, soaking in the energies through our eyes. It is described as darshanam. Through darshan, we recite the mantra mind, which relieves and frees. It's freedom from our anxieties, freedom from our fears. That is mantra. And by the recital of the mantra, we are connecting with Sri Ganesha and we are allowing the energies to enter within through our eyes. We are actually soaking in the energies and transformation is taking place. Focus your minds upon the resplendent form. Recite Om Gam Ganapataye Namah whilst we recite the Ganesh Atharva Shirsha, the mantra that protects and harnesses our mind. It harnesses the fluctuating waves, the thoughts of our minds, so that when it is harnessed, we can focus and we will be able to achieve every imaginable objective. Recite Om Gam Ganapataye Namah whilst we recited Ganapati Atharvashesha. Hari Om. Namaste Ganapataye. Tvameva pratyaksham tattvamasi. Tvameva kevalam kartasi. Tvameva kevalam dhartasi. Tvameva kevalam dhartasi. Tvameva sarvam khalvidam brahmasi. Tvam sakshat atmasi nityam. Ritam bachmi. Satyam bachmi. Avatvam mam. Avavaktaram. Avasrotaram. Avadataram. Avadhataram. Avanuchanam avashishyam. Avapaschataat. Apurustat. Avachortatarat. Avadakshinatat. Avachorthatat. Avadharatat sarvatomam. Pahi pahi samantat. Tvam vangmayastvam chinmayah. Tvam anandamayastvam brahmamayah. Tvam satchidananda dvitiyose. Tvam pratyaksham brahmasi. Tvam jnanamayo vijnanamayose. Sarvam jagridam tvatto jayate. Sarvam jagridam tvattastishtati. Sarvam jagridam tvailayameshati. Sarvam jagridam tvai pratyeti. Tvam bhumirapo nalo nilo navaha. Tvam chatvari vagpadani. Tvam gunatrayatitaha. Tvam kalatrayatitaha. Tvam dehatrayatitaha. Tvam mooladharasitosi nityam. Tvam shaktitrayatmakaha. Tvam yogino dhyayanti nityam. Tvam brahma. Tvam vishnustvam. Rudrastvam. Agnistvam. Vayustvam. Suryastvam. Chandramastvam. Brahma bhurvuvah swaro. Ganadim purvamucharya varnadim taranantaram. Anuswaraha parataraha ardhe nulasitam. Tarena ruddham. Etattava manuswarupam. Gakara purvarupam. Akaro madhyama rupam. Anuswarischantya rupam. Bindurutara rupam. Nada sandhanam. Samhita sandehi. Saisha Ganesha vidya. Ganakarishihi. Nitrit Gayatri Chandaha. Shri Maha Ganapatir Devata. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Ekadantaya vidmahe vakratundaya dhimahi. Tanno Dante prachodayat. Ekadantam chaturhastam pashamangushadharanam. Abhayam varanam hastere bibhranam. Mushakatvajam raktam lambodaram. Shurpakarnakam raktavasasam. Raktagandhanuliptangam. Raktapushpai sapujitam. Bhaktanukampinam devam. Jagatkaramachyutam. Abhirbhutam cha srishtadau prakrite purushat param. Evam dhyayati yo nityam. Sayogi yoginam baraha. Namo pratapate. Namo ganapataye. Namah pramatapataye. Namastestu lambodharaya ekadantaya vigna vinashane. Shivasudaya Sri Vardamurtaye Namaha. Etatarshesho yodhite. Sa brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Sa sarvignaina bhadyate. Sa sarvataha sukamedate. Sa pancha mahapapat prabuchyate. Sayam madhyano divasikritam papam nashayate. Pratarjyano ratrikritam papam nashayati. Sayam prataha prayunjano apapo bhavati. Dharmamartam kamamoksham cha vindati. Idam atarshishyam shishyayana deyam. Yo yadi mohadasati sapapiyan bhavati. Sahasravartanat yam yam kamamadhite tam tamanena sadhayeta. Anena ganapatim abhisinchati sabhagvi bhavati. Chaturthyamanashanam japati savidyavan bhavati. Ityadarvanakyam brahmadyat charanam vidyat nabibheti kadachaneti. Yo durvang kuredi yajati savaisravadopamo bhavati. यो लाज्यजते सैषोवान् भवति समेधावान् भवति यो मोदक सहस्रेण यजते सवाञ्छित् फलमवाप्नोति यस्साज्यसमभिर्यजते स सर्वं लभते अष्टौ ब्राह्मण सम्यक् गृहीत्वा सूर्यवर्चस्वी भवति सूर्यग्रहे महानन्द्यां प्रतिमा सन्निधो वा जप्त्वा सिद्धमन्त्रो भवति महाविघ्नात् प्रमुच्यते महादोषात् प्रमुच्यते महापापात् प्रमुच्यते स सर्वविद् भवति य एवं वेदा इत्युपनिषत् तन्मामवतु तरवक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। बोली श्री गजानन भगवान की जय। Karma is not a response to our superficial whims and fancies. It is a response to our inner state. What we project is what we will experience. Karma does not impose suffering or grant good fortune. It simply responds. Life situations are neither good or bad. They simply are. It is our expectations of what we want that dictate how we are blessed by Lord Ganesha. One person's apparent difficulty and trauma can be an opportunity to grow. Another person's luck can end up destroying them. What one person considers wealth, another will consider as poverty. Karma has no judgment in the matter. Good karma is called punya. This punya is simply that which pushes you to choose your goal. Bad karma or papa is that which restricts or takes you away from your goal. What is our goal? Have we charted our destination? Where I am now, where was I 25 years ago? And today, although we may have developed affluence, position, name, education, and of course, much means, spiritually have we evolved? Am I more understanding? Have I been practicing compassion or patience, consideration for others? These are the fundamental principles which, when combined, will identify whether I have been developing my spiritual muscles, my spiritual energies. When we see someone in distress, one could condemn them as rightly facing the just judgment of their wrong actions. But to write off any person in such a way is unbelievably short-sighted. You see, unless you know the whole situation, you must keep quiet. You must keep quiet. Any one life is just a snapshot of the soul's cosmic journey. This we will see in Sumakanta's Katha. We cannot know the reason and long-term implication of one person's situation. Saints and masters who have reached the peak of spiritual evolution have often suffered immensely. We have seen this, while evil people have enjoyed wealth and power. Why? This we have been looking at throughout the many nights. Difficulties and success cannot be equated with a person's spiritual worth. They are simply passing clouds on a soul's path. But added to this, a proper understanding of karma does not resign one to selfish indifference. Instead, it warns us of the danger of such a stance. Shri Ganesha reminds us that our cold attitude and lack of response and compassion to meet the needs of a situation is actually an action that will also bear result. Inaction or no action is also an action. It will bear result. Sumakant consoled his son Hemakant in many ways. Why are you worried, my child? It is not a tradition. Is it not a tradition that your forefathers, upon retirement, they will become detached? And retirement meant Banaprastha, they will enter into forest life. Isn't this not an age-old tradition, O Hemakanta? Under similar circumstances only, both of us, myself and your mother, we are heading towards the forest. Remember, Sumakant is a king. He has contracted leprosy disease, and he has taken it upon himself to make that decision that he will retire to the forest. No medicine, no mantras, nothing is of avail to his pain and anguish. Sumakant says to his son Hemakant, O Hemakant, did not Shri Ram abide forest life, obeying the orders of his father? Now, acceding to my order, return and rule over the kingdom. You have been coronated, and your spouse. Sit here in Saurashtra, in our grand city called the city of the Devas, the city of the gods, Devanagar, and you rule. Hemakant prostrated before his father and his mother. He obtained their blessings. First and foremost, it is the primary cardinal practice in Sanatana Dharma to receive your blessings from your parents. First and foremost, those who have given you the gift of life. To express gratitude, to be grateful to your parents whilst they are alive, and to perform such rituals when they have passed for the repose of their souls. This is our obligation. That's why we are called Putra and Putri. Girl child and boy child equally, they hold a responsibility. We are all indebted. Not that just the boy child is indebted to the parents. Both are indebted. That's why Punnam Narakat iti trayate. Punnam Narakat iti trayate. Iti putraha. Punnam Narakat. That child, not the boy child, the child who can deliver the parent from any hellish condition called Punnam is defined by the name Putra or Putri. Here, his mother, Sudharma lifted Hemakant with great affection and embraced him tightly, began to cry. She blessed him, Hemakant, stating, there is nothing gained by brooding and weeping over one's fate unnecessarily. And this is what we know. Why cry? Stand up. Upanishad says, stand up. Uttishtata, Jagrata, Prapyavaran Nibodhata. We are always admonished. Uttishtata, why don't you arise? Uttishtata, Jagrata. Many are awake, but we are still asleep. So Jagrat means to become awakened. Jagrata, Prapyavaran Nibodhata. Seek higher knowledge. This is empowerment. Bhagavad Gita tells us, Adhyatma Vidyanam, real empowerment is knowledge of yourself. Who am I? What am I? Where have I come from? What is my purpose here? What is our final destination? What is the goal of life? Hence, his mother admonishes Hemakanta. Do not worry about us. We have fulfilled our lives. The one Bhagavan who removes all obstacles and protects each one with their desire, your desired boons, your desires are fulfilled by Sri Ganesha. Hence, my child, hey Vatsa, return to the palace and worship Sri Ganesha worship Sri Ganesha. Meditate upon his attributes. Meditate upon his attributes. Thousands of attributes, just take a few. Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum. Shuklam Bharadharam. Decked in white apparel. Vishnu, he who is the all-pervading, omnipresent Shashivarnam of a white complexion. Once we understand the mantra, then we can relate to the meaning. And whilst we look at the mantra, the Murti, we are meditating upon the meaning of the mantra. That becomes your meditation. And so we become focused. O Vinayaka, offer this prayer to Lord Ganesha. Hemakanta said, let my parents be relieved of all their problems. Remember, they have given up a kingdom. They are about to retire to the forest because of the father's condition of leprosy. Return, may my parents be blessed. This is his request, and his mother offers these blessings. May my child be blessed with good rulership as was instructed by his father. May you live endowed with fame, O Hemakanta. May you be blessed with wisdom, longevity, and all benefits accruing from virtuous conduct. In other words, it is only through virtuous conduct we will be blessed with good health and long life. Thereafter, Hemakanta reconciled himself. He returned to the city with his ministers and loyal subjects. Thereafter, he would perform his worship to Sri Ganesha as was directed by his father. He ruled over Devanagar righteously without faltering from the codes of administration and the codes of conduct. The conduct of a dutiful king to his subjects. Boli Shri Gajanan Bhagavan ki. Ganapati Bappa Moria, Mangal Murti Moria. 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 Siddhi Vinayak Moria, Girijanandan Moria. Siddhi Vinayak Moria, Girijanandan Moria. आवो प्रभु मेरे आवो, मंगल मूर्ति आवो. आवो प्रभु मेरे आवो, मंगल मूर्ति आवो. सिद्धि विनायक मोरिया, गिरिजानंदन मोरिया. सिद्धि विनायक मोरिया, गिरिजानंदन मोरिया. आवो प्रभु मेरे आवो, मंगल मूर्ति आवो. आवो प्रभु मेरे आवो, मंगल मूर्ति आवो. गणपति बाप्पा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया. गणपति बाप्पा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया. Let us fill our hearts and glorify सुख करता जय मोरिया, दुख हरता जय मोरिया, सुख करता जय मोरिया, दुख हरता जय मोरिया। गणपति बापा, गणपति बापा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया, गणपति बापा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया। कृपा सिंधु जय मोरिया, बुद्धि विदाता मोरिया, कृपा सिंधु जय मोरिया, बुद्धि विदाता मोरिया। आओ प्रभु मेरे आओ, मंगल मूर्ति आओ, आओ प्रभु मेरे आओ, मंगल मूर्ति आओ। गणपति बापा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया, गणपति बापा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति। भवानी नंदन जय, भवानी नंदन मोरिया, जय शिव नंदन मोरिया, भवानी नंदन मोरिया, जय शिव नंदन मोरिया। आओ प्रभु मेरे आओ, मंगल मूर्ति आओ, आओ प्रभु मेरे आओ, मंगल मूर्ति आओ। गणपति बापा, गणपति बापा मोरिया, गणपति बापा, गणपति बापा सुख करता जय मोरिया, सुख करता जय मोरिया। आओ प्रभु मेरे आओ, मंगल मूर्ति आओ, आओ प्रभु मेरे मंगल मूर्ति। कृपा सिंधु जय, कृपा सिंधु जय मोरिया, कृपा सिंधु जय मोरिया, बुद्धि विदाता। आओ प्रभु मेरे आओ, मंगल मूर्ति आओ, आओ प्रभु मेरे आओ, मंगल मूर्ति आओ। गणपति बापा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया, गणपति बापा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया, गणपति बापा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति। गणपति बापा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया, गणपति बापा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया, गणपति बापा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया। भगवान Shri Ganesh Puranam teaches us through repeated discipline we can come to understand our true identity. Do we make time? We will come to understand that we are not just this body mechanism, but we are something much more than it. We are much more. Many of us think the body, we are alive. Many of us do think that we are alive because of the body. Many of us believe we are alive because of this body, but the body is alive because of you, because of something else. I am not alive because of the body. The body is dependent on something else. So the body is dependent whilst consciousness is independent. And we all know that if consciousness leaves, then Ram Sat. And if that's the case, then why do we emphasize so much just on physicality? Because this is dependent on consciousness, on Atma. And if body is totally dependent on consciousness, then let's give a little more time to consciousness rather than just pampering this all the time. The ultimate realization, however, can only happen once our attachment and ties with the world can be controlled, not given up. For this, family and possessions are not to be abandoned and forsaken. Sanatan Dharma doesn't say give away your wealth. Sanatan Dharma doesn't say abandon your family. You remember, the Pandits will tell you that there are 4 stages of life. The first is called Brahmacharya. The second is called Grihastha. The third is called Banaprastha. And the fourth is called Sannyasa. You remember this? Do you also remember someone telling you that the first stage, which is called Brahmacharya, means you're going through education and therefore the child must be a celibate? You remember that? Well, listen. Brahmacharya means not only education, but Brahmacharya means Brahmacharan. Brahmacharan, conducting yourself according to the principles of divinity, spirituality. Brahmacharya, Brahmacharanam. Acharana means conducting your way in your life in such a way by which you will come to know Brahma. Brahm, not Brahma. Brahm. Brahm means the Supreme Absolute. So the first part of your life, where it is dedicated in education, the education is part of developing your spiritual potentials. That spiritual potentials is connected with Dharma. Remember the 4 Purusharthas, 4 stages of life, 4 Purusharthas. Dharma, spiritual duty, spiritual obligation, dharmic values. So dharmic values combined with Brahmacharya. My acharan, my conduct towards understanding my spiritual potentials. Brahmacharya, the first stage. Then Grihastha, you enter into family life with a strong foundation as spirituality, as righteousness, as dharma. That is your foundation. So you enter into family life. And then after family life is completed, then early retirement, something called Banaprastha. Bana means Banam. Banam means the forest. Prastha means entry. We enter into forest life. But if we enter into forest life today, you'll be locked up for squatting. So we can't enter into forest life. But Banaprastham means early retirement and beginning to practice becoming detached. Then sannyas, we become fully detached. Here, Karma Yoga is the process of acting without any attachment to the results. Remember, Shri Krishna Bhagavan says, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braj. Simply take shelter at my feet, giving yourself in every way, connecting yourself to me. I will protect you. I will remove and destroy your sins, and you have nothing to worry with. Sri Krishna Bhagavan says, Ma shucha, ma shucha. Don't worry, don't worry. Here, the true yogi is one who is fully engaged in the world but has no fear. We are all yogis. The meaning of the word yoga is to unite. It comes from the root word yuja. Yuj means to yoke, to connect, to unite. We are all connecting in some way. This is connection. We are connecting through Karma Yoga. We are connecting to Bhagavan through Jnana, knowledge. We are connecting through Bhakti, our reverence through devotion. So we are all yogis. We are connecting through yoga. He has centered his consciousness above and beyond this material reality. That is the true yogi. To be in the world, yet still not to be affected adversely. Here, a true yogi, despite being in the world, he is not of it, and as a result, there is no great karma generated. Despite walking in the sand, no footprints are made. Existing as a manifestation of divine will, living for the service of humanity. This is our purpose. We are all living. Are we living for ourselves? Or are we living for others? First and foremost, give of yourself. We have been placed upon this planet for a purpose. What is that purpose? Only for selfish gains? No, of course not. Remember, your dreams, your aspirations, they've all been created because of your parents, because of your teachers. You have modeled your life based upon someone who you have found was a great influence in your life. So you have shared dreams. You have aspirations to become. Therefore, you have drawn your ideals from so many people. Therefore, we ought to express gratitude. Gratitude. The Grihastha. Grihastha means the man of family life. Family life is the most important life that must be lived. This is ordained in our Shastras. Yes, those who have taken the path of renunciation, like sadhus and saints, santas, yes, they have all given their lives to family life, and then after they have entered into sanchar. What is the difference between the man of family life and the one who have given up all attachments? It's very simple. Today we are faced with a world of congestion, pollution, urban decay, and much jhanjhat. I know you will know the word jhanjhat. So, urban decay, pollution, congestion is equal to jhanjhat. So we are faced with so much jhanjhat. You know why? Because we are in family life. And the sadhu says, the family man wants to pass through the city. But you know, the sadhu, he chooses to pass along the bypass road. The sadhu takes the bypass road where there is no jhanjhat. He too will gain and arrive at that destination. But we want some sightseeing, so we are passing through the city. That city is full of pollution. That city is full of congestion, honking of horns, hustle and bustle, activities. It is called urban decay. That's what we all have been caught up in. And the sadhu man says, no, I prefer to take the high road, the bypass. We all will get there, but he chooses the simple path. We must be fortitude because we have chosen the path of responsibilities. We have taken the path of responsibilities, and therefore we need Lord Ganesha so that we can be focused and not to spread ourselves too thin here, there and everywhere, but to focus whilst we pursue family life. In Bhakti Yoga, or the devotional tradition, through Katha, which we are doing, through Kirtan, Yajna, Puja, we rise to the ultimate state where we develop a habit in devotion and we can't live without it. The intense ecstatic love that is developed captures every ounce of our being to be pleased in such a manner that I am pleased with myself as I give myself in prayer, in worship. It becomes first and foremost. It becomes the first and foremost calling of your life. In that, as you awake in the morning, we offer ourselves in prayer. As we give ourselves in prayer, we ask Bhagavan guide me throughout the day. Karagre vasate Lakshmi, Karamadhe Saraswati, Karamule tu Govinda, Prabhate Karadarshanam. I take darshan of my hands. Samudravasane Devi Parvatastana Mandale, Vishnu's Patni Namastubhyam Padasparsham Chamaswame. I ask Mother Earth to forgive me as I trample upon her. These are the principles of reverence as is expressed in our beautiful Sanatana Dharma. Raja Sumakant and his wife Sudharma began their journey into the forest. Two of their ministers, Subal and Gyanagamya. Subal meaning fortified strength, Gyanagamya possessing intense knowledge. They accompanied them. Sumakant had agreed to take them with him. Upon reaching the forest, they commenced their lives as ascetics. The ministers will collect their food from the bounty of the forest, and due to the blessings accumulated as a result of Somakanta's sincere penances and Hemakanta, his son's devotion in the capital city, they were blessed with uninterrupted worship to Lord Ganesha. Sumakant and his wife, with the two ministers, they arrived at sage Bhrigu's ashram. Now they have entered into the forest. They have arrived at sage Bhrigu's ashram. Having traveled for some time, they have taken rest. The hermitage of the sage Bhrigu was not very far off. With an enchanting grove, peacocks were dancing, birds were cooing, honeybees were singing, branches of the trees full of blossoming flowers. Seeing the beauty of nature that surrounded Sudharma is comparing such a beauty, enchanting beauty, it cannot be compared. What I lived and what I enjoyed in such a palatial lifestyle, this is far more than I can ever imagine. It is heavenly. In the gentle breeze that blew, the cool, soothing breeze, Sumakant fell asleep as Sudharma, his wife, guarded him. The two ministers who accompanied them had gone to fetch food, fresh edibles. While they were off collecting food, a young child, effulgent like a prince, came to collect water. On seeing him, Sudharma, who is Somakanta's wife, seeing the child, became surprised and inquired, "Dear child, hey Vatsa, anyone would be afraid to come into this forest, infested by tigers and lions, wild animals. How can a small child like you be living here by wandering about alone without fear and so much courage? Who are you? What is your name? Who are your parents? What is the reason for you coming into this forest?" What do we understand from this episode? When we absolve ourselves of all earthly attachments, as Sumakant and his wife Sudharma, bonds and responsibilities, peace and contentment are attained. First, life begins to reveal a true beauty to the beholder. You begin to behold life in its simplest, most pure form with very different eyes and a very different view of the same world we have been living in. We see life and the world with eyes that are no longer shrouded, shaded, or blinded by worldly duty and only the attainment of material things. Not that material things are bad, but you must have control over it. Never allow it to bound you down. to have you under its control. There exists overwhelming peace instead of overwhelming concern. Lord Ganesha can grant this peace of mind through devotion, even before life's duties have to be relinquished. Through Ganesha, this peace in life can be attained alongside and together with all attainments. Sanatana Dharma says, like a train that is rolling on two lines, the train lines, two rails. The two rails are running side by side. One is your mundane responsibility and duties in life. The other is your spiritual responsibility. Both must run side by side. If the rails are not aligned properly, you who is the train will be derailed. If our lives are not aligned properly, this human train will become derailed. Therefore, both spirituality and physical life must have balance. Never to abandon responsibility, but have balance. Here, as we look at the episode given to us, we will come to know of our responsibility as good citizens, as the citizenship of Devanagar was instructed by their king, Sumakant. We too will come to an understanding how we can have peace, prosperity, contentment in this life, but at the same time, we can procure greater destiny for oneself in the hereafter. Boli Shri Gajanan Bhagavan ki jai. Radha ko naam anmol bolo Radhe Radhe. Radha ko naam anmol bolo Radhe 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 Radhe. Radha ko naam anmol bolo Radhe Radhe. Radha ko naam anmol bolo Radhe Radhe. Radha ko naam anmol bolo Radhe 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 Radhe. ब्रह्मा भी बोले राधे, विष्णु भी बोले राधे। ब्रह्मा भी बोले राधे, विष्णु भी बोले राधे। शंकर के डमरू से आवाज आवे राधे राधे। शंकर के डमरू से आवाज आवे राधे। राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे। सूरज भी बोले राधे, चंदा भी बोले राधे। सूरज भी बोले राधे, चंदा भी बोले राधे। तारों के मंडल से आवाज आवे राधे 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 राधे। तारों के मंडल से आवाज आवे राधे राधे। राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे। गैया भी बोले राधे, बछड़ा भी बोले राधे। गैया भी बोले राधे, बछड़ा भी बोले राधे। दूध के दार से आवाज आवे राधे 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 राधे। दूध की धार से आवाज आवे, राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे। गोपी भी बोले राधे, ग्वालो भी बोले राधे। गोपी भी बोले राधे, ग्वालो भी बोले राधे। ब्रज की सब गलियों से आवाज आवे राधे राधे। ब्रज की सब गलियों से आवाज आवे राधे राधे। राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे 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 राधे। राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे। राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे 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 राधे। राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे। राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे। राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे। Sumakant, the child, the young boy replied in a sweet voice, Mother, I am the son of the sage Bhrigu. My name is Chavan. I came to fetch water. This is my daily way of life. And as he looked at Sudharma, he inquired with great interest, Mother, Ma, what are the circumstances of your life? Why are you here in this forest, one of such captivating beauty, surpassing the beauty of Rati Devi, the goddess of beauty? What is the reason for your presence in this forest? Maya, together with a person afflicted with such dreadful disease as leprosy, please tell me, how could this have happened? Sudharma, with tears flowing from her eyes and overpowering emotions, barely able to speak, gave a detailed account of what had happened to their household, to her husband, King Sumakant. Chavan, after hearing her plight, the sage's son expressed his sadness, and after consoling them, a child, he consoled them with comforting words. He filled his pitcher, he left to return to his father's hermitage, the hermitage of sage Bhrigu. What can we learn from this episode? Hope and solace finds its way to all. Hope and solace. It presents itself in the most innocent and purest form. Chavan is hope. Chavan is solace. Chavan, a pure soul. The son of sage Bhrigu, Lord Ganesha, is never far or removed from us. This episode brings this to us. In the midst of despairing situation, along with everything else, here, alone in a dangerous forest, afflicted with a dreadful disease, hoping to find an ashram and not knowing if they will ever find one, Bhakta comes. The messenger comes to the devotee. Remember, to have a human form, you're fortunate. To have satsang, you're even more fortunate. To offer yourself in prayer, in devotion to uplift your consciousness, you are thrice fortunate. And by doing so, Bhagwan comes to you. For example, Bhagwan Shri Ram went into the forest and liberated Ahalya. He went to her. Bhagwan visited the ashram of Shabri. He went to them. Bhagavan in Sanatan Dharma comes to you wherever you are. His mother and father, they are bound in chains. And what he did as Sri Krishna, he manifested even in the jail, in the prison. Bhagwan will come to you even in the prison. Wherever you are, simply connect. Here, Sumakant and Sudharma were blessed with a glimmer of hope and faith in seeing the young Chavan. How could such innocence exist in a place as thick forests? They may have wondered, how could such an effulgent and graceful beauty be lost in this forest, attending to one with such a terrible affliction? This might be Chavan's thought about Sumakant and Sudharma. You see, we are looking at mirrored differences. But these questions and thoughts are only our limited mind's eye, viewpoint, and understanding. It's not how God sees or how it is planned. Life has to unfold in the way the universal law dictates, the universal law of karma. The way the beautiful question is asked. Here we look at this equation, an equation of karma, as karma is going to be resolved. Just as the parents, when handing over the reins of life, what they did to their child, Sumakant and Sudharma, how they handed over their reign of rulership to their child, Hemakant, just as parents, handing over the reins of life, must recognize in their children the hope and faith they represent as the future, the legacy of the past, and the continuity of Dharma. And this is what we would like to give to this generation, that the baton of Dharma shall be passed on. That all our lifetimes are intertwined, continuous, and without end, just as the Jiva Atma, there is no end. This encounter with Chavan mirrored the difference between Hemakanta's fortune and Chavan's innocence. Is it? Let us think about it. Hemakanta has everything material and is happy. Chavan has nothing material and is also happy. Hemakanta loses his parents and gains a kingdom. Chavan does not have a kingdom, but he has his parents. Hemakanta has Sri Ganesha's blessings. Chavan also has Shri Ganesh's blessings because he is the son of sage Bhrigu. How wonderful! How wonderful it is to look at our Shastram, and when we take a dive into the ocean of Shastra, it is an ocean that we are taking a dive. These are the jewels that we will find at the bottom of the ocean, of Shastras. And these jewels can adorn our lives. Why not put it on and become effulgent? Radha ko naam anmol bolo, Radhe 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 Radhe. Radha ko naam anmol bolo, Radhe 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 Radhe. Radha ko naam anmol bolo, Radhe Radhe. The energies of the resonance of the The sun and the moon, the galactic stars, they are resonating energies of the name, the sacred name. Suraj bhi bole Radhe, Chanda bhi bole Radhe. The sun and the moon. Suraj bhi bole Radhe, Chanda bhi bole Radhe. तारों के मंडल से आवाज आवे राधे 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 राधे. तारों के मंडल से आवाज आवे राधे राधे. राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे. When the sage Bhrigu realized that his son Chyavan took a longer time to fetch his water and return, he looked at his son affectionately and inquired, Chyavan, what is the reason you took so long today to return? Your face appears worried. What happened at that place where you had gone? Chyavan narrated in detail the scene of what he saw under the grove, on the banks of the pond, the information gathered from Sudharma, beautiful like Rati Devi, and the account of the sorrowful situation of that couple. Sumakant, refulgent, resplendent like the som, the source of ambrosia, nectar, immortality, now plagued by leprosy, having everything but no health. What is the purpose, he says, of wealth and a palatial lifestyle? Alas, this beauty, Sudharma cried, with tears pouring out from her eyes, expressing her sorrows in many ways. For persons, Chyavan expresses to his father, Father, for such people accustomed to luxury and variety, a palace, they must now adjust to sustenance from the forest vegetables and fruits. What a plight! What a plight it must be for them, for such rulers of the world who can't bear the slightest irritation on their body. They are sleeping now on mud, having slept on lavish beds, now on the forest floor. How could this have happened, Father? Sumakant, his body is afflicted with such an incurable disease, melting his limbs so badly. Seeing Sudharma, such a great beauty, being so sad, lamenting like this. This is the reason, Father, I appear to be dejected. I am dejected, Father. I am despondent. I don't understand. Sage Bhrigu, seeing the dilemma in the mind of his child, on hearing of the misfortune of Raja Somakanta, moved by great compassion, he said to his son, Chyavan, immediately go back and bring them both to me. Invite them to our hermitage. He left immediately, meeting with them, announcing to them both the good news. My father has kindly requested me to bring you to his ashram. Please accompany me. What can we learn from this episode? Life may render harsh terms at times. At times. It may seem unbearable and unfair, and many of us would have had these experiences. But life and karma comes as surprises into the midst of our existence and takes over. This occurrence takes place for reflection and introspection. that we are challenged to face what seems to be destitution. It is life preparing us for the real and lasting reward it has in store for us. Life prepares us for life. Life can also be mysterious as it reveals and equips us with solutions in the most surprising and unexpected manner. Life sends us compassion, it sends us love, it sends us understanding and resolutions in the most opportune and favorable times and through the most amazing people. Shastra is not presented to us, Shastra or scriptures, they are not presented to us as a fatalistic philosophy. Remember I said Kesara, Sara, that is not Hinduism. It presents to us a philosophy that can be altered. Destiny can be altered. We all have control of karma and we can alter destiny because we have freedom of choice. Freedom of choice. All that is needed and desired is fulfilled through the devotion when we connect to Lord Ganesha. When Lord Ganesh provides a required solution, it comes to you in the best format and through the fastest and direct channel. It is lasting and compassionate. Here, sage Bhrigu was the compassion of Lord Ganesha in the life of King Sumakant. When Lord Ganesha confers his blessings and love, your life becomes liberated and enhanced despite the conditions, circumstances, or loss. Lord Ganesha is the only resolution. Take this sankalpam. Sankalpam means resolution. Take this sankalpam as your life's resolve, and life will be rewarded. Life will become a rewarding experience beyond all expectation, beyond your understanding, your imagination. But give it just one opportunity. Why shouldn't we? Chavan has nothing material, but has a compassionate heart and an unsullied soul. They are living in the forest. He has nothing material, but an unsullied soul and a compassionate heart. He cries, he laments for the predicament of Raja Sumakant and his wife Sudharma. This is the innocence of a child. Therefore, as we are taught in Ramcharitamanas, the Bal Leela, the childhood days of Shri Ram, the childhood days of Sri Krishna, that we must become once again children, innocent like children. Only then we'll be able to cultivate true bhakti and purified unsullied love to the feet of that Lord Sri Ganapati. Boli Sri Gajanan Bhagavan Ki Jai. Let us celebrate the power of speech. Apne Vani me Amrit Ghol O Rasana. O speech, the taste, the tongue, relish the name of God, relish the sweetness of Bhagavan. Apne Vani me Amrit Ghol, Apne Vani me Amrit Ghol O Rasana, Radhe Radhe Bol O Rasana, Radhe Radhe Bol. Apne Vani me Amrit Ghol, Apne Vani me Amrit Ghol O Rasana, Radhe Radhe Bol. ये बोल बड़े अनमोल, ये बोल बड़े अनमोल ओ रसना, राधे राधे बोल ओ रसना, राधे राधे बोल। अपने वाणी में अमृत घोल, अपने वाणी में अमृत घोल। ओ रसना राधे राधे बोल, ओ रसना राधे राधे बोल। राधा जी बरसाने वाली, राधा जी वृषभान दुलारी। राधा जी बरसाने वाली, राधा जी वृषभान दुलारी। दो अक्षर आधार जगत के, दो अक्षर आधार जगत के, ये अक्षर अनमोल। ओ रसना राधे राधे बोल, ओ रसना राधे राधे बोल। अपने वाणी में अमृत घोल, अपने वाणी में अमृत घोल। ओ रसना राधे राधे बोल, ओ रसना राधे राधे बोल, ओ रसना राधे राधे बोल, ओ रसना राधे राधे बोल। Raja Sumakant, together with Sudharma, becoming overwhelmed, taking their two ministers, rejoiced with great enthusiasm. They arrived at the hermitage of sage Bhrigu. Surrounding the ashram, they discovered all the animals, including the wild ones, were seen to be mingling affectionately without enemies. An elephant was seen with its trunk through the hairs of a lion. The peacock was seen searching and catching prey for snakes. Not only this, the subtle seasons of the year like summer, autumn, spring, they were all coexisting in a balanced manner without showing any variation relating to time or nature. A perfect condition existed. Innumerable sages reciting Vedam in unison with Brahmadev and Sage Bhrigu. Sage Bhrigu seated on a tiger skin, offering himself in devotion to Shri Ganapati. Amazed at such an existing paradise, the couple, the royal couple, and the two ministers introduced themselves respectively by names, prostrated themselves before the stage as it is the tradition. Now, let us reflect on one thing. So much of contradictory in the nature of animals, but they are all living harmoniously together. Let us look at the life and the family of Lord Shiva. From the jata of Shiva is flowing ice cold water. From his jata, ice cold water. But from his third eye, fire is emitting. Fire is emitting from his third eye. Ice cold water is flowing from his jata. What a contradiction. But he is in total dhyan, meditation. His body is besmeared with vibhuti. Vibhuti. And he is the Lord of bhutas. Vibhut, vibhuti and bhutas. Bhutas mean ghost. He's the Lord of the ghosts. As his jewelry, he's decked with snakes. Bhagavati Devi is decked with fine jewelry and her attire red sari. He is besmeared with ash and he wears a lion skin, tiger skin. His vehicle is the bull. Bhagavati's vehicle is the lion. The lion and the bull. His son Ganesha is riding a rat. But his brother Kartikeya is riding a peacock. The snakes on Shiva's neck devours the rat and the peacock devours the snakes. What a family! But there is no high BP in the life of Shankar Bhagavan. He is ever in meditative posture and surrounded by all of these contradictory, his home is harmonious. We can live in this world. We can have all of these inequalities, but when we are guided by the Supreme and we are connected, Jeev with Shiva, Jiva Atma with Shiva, when we are connected in a meaningful way, we will be able to coexist. Here, amazed of this paradise, Sage Bhrigu stood reverently as Sumakant washed his feet with tears and appealed to him, "Relieve me, O sage of the agony." Raising both his hands above their heads, Sage Bhrigu, he clasped his palms, consoling them both. Sumakant and Sudharma, God is with us. Everything will be all right. All should now partake of the sacred food, the blessed food, and retire for the evening. When tomorrow comes, we will all gather again at the Mandir precinct, where the problem will be dealt with in detail, in its entirety. We will meditate upon it. We will connect it with Lord Ganesha, and the solution will be derived by the grace of Lord Ganesha. The episode presents to us when Bhagavan reveals the solution, life seems to coexist in infinite harmony. The solution will be gained through Sage Bhrigu. But Sage Bhrigu is living in such harmony. Sage Bhrigu came into the life of King Sumakant and his wife Sudharma as a gift from Lord Ganesha. Life for them again resumed hope and beauty when Lord Ganesha resides. Wherever he resides, limitless joy and stability will be achieved. To attain this benefit, one must seek the unsurpassed guidance of the Guru, as was ordained by Sumakant to his son Hemakant. Follow the instructions of the Guru and the sages who are genuinely versed in Vedam in order for the fullest reward to be derived. Why such an emphasis is given on the role of the Guru? You look at God with your eyes. You see His form. You gaze upon His face. As we do Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivaranam Chaturbhujam, and we meditate upon the meaning of the mantra and the attributes of Bhagavan as is before us. So we are entering into a relationship and we are absorbing the energies. And so transformation is happening. It is happening right now at this moment with you. Because water finds its natural course from above down beneath. The nectar and the ambrosia of Puranam, it is flowing and it is flowing into your ears. And it is called Karana Amritam. And you're drinking and your hearts are overflowing with the ecstasy of this joy for Katha narration, as it is telling us where you have come from, where you are now, and what is our final destination. The eyes of your Jiva Atma are closed. The Guru must awaken and open the eyes of the soul to see Bhagavan. And each time the Guru teaches, each time the Guru instructs, it is an ambrosia to help open the eyes of the Atma. The ambrosia cannot be effective only once. The eyes of the Jiva Atma are so tightly closed. It requires vratam. It requires upavas. Vrat means abstinence. Upavas means whatever we are practicing spiritually, it will bring us closely, in close proximation. Upavas, upa, near, vas, to reside. We will come in closer proximation day by day, by increments. But we must start somewhere. We must start somewhere. And the eyes of the Jiva will open. You see, the Guru says the tabla is not in tune. The Guru says the teacher, the music teacher, the acharya says the tabla is out of tune. The sitar is out of tune. The sur on the tabla needs to be adjusted so you get a perfect sound. So he instructs the student, you need to pull the strings and take the hammer and you have seen the musicians, they're hitting the tabla with the hammer and then they'll take their fingers, tongue, and then after some time the Guru says, yes, the sur is now good. That's what the Guru is doing. He is adjusting your sur little by little. He's not beating on you. He's not beating you. He's simply adjusting your resonance, that you will be able to give a perfect sound, a perfect sur. Not besur, not kamsur, but sur. भगवान जगाने की चेष्टा करते, जागो जागो मेरी ओर देखो, तुम मेरी गोद में ही हो, तुम मेरे बिल्कुल पास में ही हो. Bhagavan says, awaken, awaken, you're so close, yet still you're so far. Often I've heard people saying, we can read the mantras from the book. The same mantras which is given by the Gurus. I can stay home and I can listen to the CD and the recording. I will demonstrate to you by an example why the Guru is param avashyak, highly necessary. Just imagine, you go into a gun shop to purchase bullets. Then, when you get home with the bullets, you decide that you want to see how effective they are. So you start throwing the bullets at the wall. What will happen to the wall? It may make some marks on it, but it will not travel and reveal its full power. But if that bullet is placed in a gun, and not any ordinary gun, but the gun appropriate for the bullet. In the same way, when it is shot, it will manifest all of its explosive shakti in just a second. In the same way, when the mantra, which is like a bullet, if it is thrown by using your hands, it will not manifest its true potential. But if the very mantra is given through Gurudev ki Vani Rupi Banduk, Gurudev ki Vani Rupi Banduk, the artillery of the mantra from the mouth of the Guru, then all the lives that you have lived and the sins committed, the anguish, the pain, the agony, the sorrow, the affliction is immediately destroyed. Boli Shri Guru Maharaj ki Shiva Kailaso ke Vasi Dhauli Dharo ke Raja Shankar Sankat Harna Shankar Sankat Harna Shiva Kailaso ke Vasi Dhauli Dharo ke Raja Shankar Sankat Harna. O Bhole Baba Shankar Sankat Harna. तेरे कैलाशों का अंत न पाया, तेरे कैलाशों का अंत न पाया, अंत बेअंत तेरी माया। ओ भोले बाबा अंत बेअंत तेरी माया। शंकर संकट हरणा, शंकर संकट हरणा। ओ भोले बाबा शंकर संकट हरणा। बेल की पतिया भांग धतूरा, बेल की पतिया भांग धतूरा, शिव जी की मन को लुभाए। ओ भोले बाबा शिव जी की मन को लुभाए। शंकर संकट हरणा, शंकर संकट हरणा। ओ भोले बाबा शंकर संकट हरणा। शिव कैलाशों के वासी धौली धारो के राजा, शंकर संकट हरणा। शंकर संकट हरणा। ओ भोले बाबा। On the following day, immediately Raja Sumakant, with an overwhelming affection, prostrating himself before the sage Bhrigu, he said, Swami, I had believed all along that due to the consequences of my misdeeds committed in a previous birth only, I have contracted this terrible disease. But now, contemplating upon it, it seems whatever I had committed had all been only good deeds. Since it seems to me now that I am so blessed to be able to worship your enchanting lotus feet. Look at the angle of vision Sumakanta has taken. This had to be the sole reason I have been afflicted with this ailment. Sumakanta is demonstrating in his healing process, an aspect of his nature as aligned with his dharma, that he is strong, he is steadfast. No circumstance can have total control or power over you when you are fully aligned with Shri Ganesha. Each personality attracts others with similar consciousness. This is the law of attraction. The vibratory energy of Sumakanta's personality takes him to Sage Bhrigu. Sumakant is brave, Sumakant is resolute. What does this episode bring to us? It is our intrinsic nature to be attracted toward the same conscious energy. King Sumakant was aligned to the same conscious energy of Sage Bhrigu due to the universal law of attraction. So from a king and a kingdom and rulership, the universal law of attraction has brought him to the hermitage of Bhrigu, where the answer and the cure will be given. So too are each of us to the Guru and by extension to Lord Ganesha. Darshan at the feet of the Guru, darshan at the feet of Lord Ganesha provides the clarity and the purity of thought required to obtain and conquer all of life's ambition. But we must connect only by complete shelter, taking shelter or surrender. Can the ambrosia of life be administered, and we'll be able to manifest our truest potentials. We will be blessed with the fullest benefit. But we must be able to acknowledge that we all share a relationship. Why have we abandoned our relationship? That supreme relationship, Bhagwan, is just there waiting for you to turn. Sage Bhrigu again looked at King Sumakant with great compassion, and he's saying for some time, become immersed. I am now immersed in my own meditation. By his divine power, Sage Bhrigu, he discerned what was the cause of the king's disease. And he says to Raja Sumakant, Raja, through the graciousness of the lotus feet of Lord Ganesha, your disease will be cured. Cast off your worry and take rest and get rid of fatigue. On the morrow, we again will look into your past life. We will look into your past life. You see, Somakanta was grounded spiritually. He possessed the resilience to push forward with firm determination and faith. We too, when we are connected, we will have the resilience. We will be able to push forward with faith, with courage. But we must connect. We are not like King Sumakant. He knew what he had to do, and he did this by all means. Today, we are the exact opposite. We have all the means, and still we are failing to do what we must do. Should this become our life's predicament? No. We must now take responsibility and perform our duty as ordained by Dharma. Because of this new wave of adopting this lifestyle of a contemporary world, human beings are faced with much ugly conditions. First, our minds are fluctuating, and with an unstable, fluctuating mind, you are unhappy, we are having erratic emotions, we are changing our thoughts, we become shaky, shifty, temperamental. We have become unpredicted beings. But let us look at the advantages of Atharva Shirsha, the great mantra which is given to you each evening so that we can become empowered. Without Atharva Shirsha, Ganesha in our lives, you will feel worried about people abandoning you. Atharva Shirsh gives you security. You will do almost anything to prevent this from happening because your reliance is on people and not on Bhagavan. Without Ganesh Atharva Shirsha, you will develop very intense emotion that can last from hours to days, that can change feelings of happy and confidence to suddenly feeling low and sad. But mantra and connecting will give you courage. It will lift your spirit. Without Ganesha Atharva Shirsha, you will not have a strong sense of who you really are. Pratyak Atmana, you are Atma. I am connected spiritually without a beginning, without an end. I am an endless soul. Apnoti Atma, your definition of who you are. Apnoti Atma, whatever I wish, I can achieve. Whatever you desire, you can achieve. Without Atharva Shirsh, you will find it very hard to keep and make stable relationships. With Ganesh in your life, your relationships will become stable. What are the kinds of relationships we share today? What are your relationships like? We need to recognize that the only true relationship which is truly lasting is your relationship with you and the Supreme. Every other relationship, it is temporary, it is short-lived. Sometimes I do say it is not how long you live, but how well you live. Without Ganesha Atharva Shirsha, there will always be a sense of emptiness. Without God, life exists in emptiness. There is an empty void. Let us fill it. Without Ganesha, you will act impulsively and develop intense feelings of anger, which will be difficult to control. Bring Ganesha into your heart, as Lord Ganesha said to King Varenya in the Ganesh Puran, Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammoha smriti vibramaha, smriti brahmshad, buddhinasho pranashyati. From anger, delusion arises. From delusion, bewilderment of memory, loss of memory. When loss of memory happens, your intelligence is lost. And when intelligence is lost, one becomes totally ruined. Therefore, offer yourself to Buddhi Vidhata, Lord of Buddhi, the Lord of intelligence, Lord Ganapati. Boli Shri Gajanan Bhagavan Ki Jai. Let us all stand for arti. आदत बुरी सुधार लो बस हो गया भजन. All who will like to perform arti, you are welcome to do so. आदत बुरी सुधार लो बस हो गया भजन. Reform your bad habits, that must become your bhajan. आदत बुरी सुधार लो बस हो गया भजन. आदत बुरी सुधार लो बस हो गया भजन. हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन. आदत बुरी सुधार लो बस हो गया भजन. हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन. दृष्टि में तेरी खोत है, दुनिया निहार ले। दृष्टि में तेरी खोत है, दुनिया निहार ले। गुरु ज्ञान अंजन सार लोभ हो गया भजन। गुरु ज्ञान अंजन सार लोभ हो गया भजन। हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन। You see the world with your blemished vision. Apply the colorium of wisdom obtained by the Guru and remove your blemished vision. दुनिया तुम्हें बुरा कहे पर तुम करो क्षमा। दुनिया तुम्हें बुरा कहे तुम करो क्षमा। वाणी को भी संभाल लो बस हो गया भजन। वाणी को भी संभाल लो बस हो गया भजन। हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन। The world ill speaks you, but you must forgive. Make that your bhajan. वाणी को भी संभाल लो बस हो गया। You must also control your speech. वाणी को भी संभाल लो बस हो गया भजन। हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन। ऋषियों की तीव्र आग में जलता ही जा रहा। ऋषियों की तीव्र आग में जलता ही जा रहा। मन की तरंग मार लो बस हो गया भजन। तरंग मार लो बस हो गया भजन। हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन। हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन। बुरी सुधार लो बस हो गया भजन। हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन। हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन। हो गया भजन, हो गया भजन। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। बोली श्री गजानन भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, आर्य शक्ति महामाता की जय, सब संतन की जय, सब भक्तन की जय, गो माता की जय, भारत माता की जय। जय जय सीताराम, जय जय राधे श्याम, नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव शंभो।